The U-530 cuts silently through dark Atlantic waters. Crew poised instruments, ready anticipation, thick shadows lurking unseen beneath. Captain studies charts intently. Course plotted, stealth, paramount tension building, every ripple beneath a potential threat. Sonar operator leans forward. Blips appear, briefly vanish unpredictably. Heartbeats syncing with echoes deep below. Diesel engines hum quietly. Hull creaks, subtly crew movements precise. Calm exterior, masking rising unease. Periscope glides over rippling surface. Faint phosphorescent glimmers hint at forms too long to measure, impossible to ignore. Engineer inspects ballast and consoles. Vibrations persist subtly, instruments read normal, questions mounting silently. Crew exchanges quick glances. Tension-taut movements, measured awareness, sharpened anticipation lingering like fog. Hydrophone hums low, irregular. Pulses resonate through hull presence, sensed beneath, unseen yet undeniably there. Captain signals, subtle depth adjustment. Crew posture, rigid motions, calculated silent readiness echoing through the vessel. Final sweep before deep water transit. Nothing fully visible, ripples and blips linger, prelude to the unknown awaiting below. The U-530 crew stands at attention, torpedo tubes, sealed instruments polished. Silence stretches along the dim cabin. Captain studies charts, mission parameters etched in mind. South Atlantic transit, stealth, strict observation orders. Sonar operator calibrates hydrophone with care, every blip logged. Every echo measured with meticulous precision. Deck officers inspect hatches and railings. Movements precise, tensions simmering beneath disciplined exteriors. Diesel engines hum softly, hull vibrating quietly. Crew synchronize, operating like a single efficient organism. Navigator traces course on charts, deep trenches and wrecks marked. Unknown anomalies flagged in black ink. Throttle adjusted in near silence. Crew efficiency maintained, no sound escapes into the restless night waters. First mate checks communication arrays, radio silence enforced. Encrypted frequencies double-checked and noted. Sonar echoes reveal distant marine traffic, subtle anomalies noted. Dismissed but logged with disciplined caution. Engineer inspects pressure hull, ballast tanks, oxygen scrubbers. Systems running within expected safe parameters. Crew exchanges fleeting glances over dim lights. Small gestures betray tension beneath practiced composure. Officer signals course adjustments with hand gestures. Silent coordination rhythm of drills rehearsed to perfection. Captain reviews declassified intelligence reports. Searching patterns, maritime anomalies, and past unexplained sightings. Sonar detects minor irregularities, nothing alarming. Every echo logged, every pulse scrutinized carefully. Navigator overlays charts with historic wrecks, comparing data to sonar readings, anticipating unseen threats. Crew inspects emergency equipment, gestures, efficient communication, nonverbal tension, ever-present beneath calm. Faint phosphorescent glow noted under hull. Logged cautiously, ripples of unease spreading silently among crew. Junior sailor tightens torpedo tube locks. Eyes dart to senior officers seeking silent confirmation of procedure. Radio intercepts analyze routine static. No unusual traffic, yet minds anticipate unknown dangers lurking below. Crew leans over sonar console, collectively scanning. Each blip a potential anomaly, heartbeat of alertness. Officer scribbles, logbook notes, observations precise. Expectations met, anomalies recorded without conjecture. Deck lights dim, posture disciplined. Alertness balanced with routine comfort, tension taut but controlled. First mate organizes maps and historical charts. Cross-referencing anomalies, anticipating potential submerged threats. Subtle gestures communicate reassurance. A hand on a shoulder, a nod, silent trust binding the crew together. Engineer monitors engine vibrations, cross-checking structural sensors. Searching for unexplained stress beneath hull. Captain walks narrow corridor, observing crew discipline. Correcting minor lapses, quietly maintaining order. Periscope sweeps distant horizon. Silhouettes catalog measurements, taken potential threats meticulously noted. Crew adjusts uniforms and gear silently. Outward calm masking internal vigilance, readiness, palpable nerves taut. Logbook officer highlights cryptic entries, prior patrols. Cautionary notes, partially obscured patterns only hinted. Sonar officer traces faint echoes beneath hull. Plotting trajectory lines, anticipating possible unknown objects. Captain reviews tactical objectives. Observation and stealth prioritize engagement deferred until necessary. Crew executes silent drills, emergency surfacing, hull breach response. Movements methodical, rehearsed, precise. Officer signals brief halt. Sonar blips, anomalous subtle deviations from expected bathymetry noted with care. Crew reacts minimally, maintaining composure, processing unseen variables, tension controlled, yet ever present. Final check before deep water transit. All systems green, logs, updated crew posture, disciplined readiness, absolute. Sonar pings register faint anomalies beneath hull. Echoes longer than expected, faint yet distinct against ambient noise. Junior operator leans close, tracing blips. Charting movement patterns, uncertainty creeping into trained discipline. Periscope sweeps the dark water. Surface ripples, subtle, unnatural, reflecting moonlight in eerie streaks. Engineer notes minor hull vibrations, frequency inconsistent with engines or waves, tension building silently. First echo appears elongated. Measurements exceed the sub's length, logging every centimeter carefully. Crew exchanges glances over consoles. Silent acknowledgement of anomaly, hands tightening on railings. Hydrophone picks up low-frequency pulses, rhythmic, deliberate echoing through hull, unnerving experienced ears. Navigator overlays anomalous readings on charts. Lines drawn meticulously connecting faint, unexplained echoes. Faint phosphorescent glow glimpsed beneath water. Flickering, irregular, retreating as crew approaches periscope. Blip moves rapidly along hull length. Sonar operator tracks speed, amplitude, crew, frozen in silent observation. Subtle displacement of water alongside starboard. Recorded meticulously, baffling crew, no explanation apparent. Engineer checks ballast tanks, confirming integrity. Vibrations persist, hull stress. Sensors record unusual oscillations. Junior sailor sketches anomaly in logbook. Elongated shape, impossible dimensions, fear restrained beneath professionalism. Captain walks narrow corridor. Eyes scanning sonar, crew tension. Palpable anticipation, thick as fog outside. Crew rotates, watch silently. Each member monitoring sonar, hydrophone, periscope alert, yet composed. Faint echoes merge and split. Patterns inconsistent with fish or natural formation, crew whispers internally. Periscope reveals fleeting shadows. Long, undulating, vanishing as quickly as observed, leaving only ripples. Engineer notes subtle mechanical interference. Lights flicker briefly, no faults found, logs updated cautiously. Sonar picks up twin blips moving in tandem. Length exceeding sub-hull velocity, precise, unnerving calculations. Crew hand signals via confirm anomalous readings. Maintaining radio silence protocol executed with tension under control. Phosphorescent trail extends beneath port side. Illuminated only for brief moments, then swallowed by darkness. Officer notes rhythm of pulses. Repetitive, deliberate, suggesting intelligence or pattern, not random motion. Deck vibration coincides with blip timing. Synchronized, subtle, adding to unease within tight cabin. Junior sailor stares at logbook sketches. Compares shapes, finds consistency. Doubt mixes with professional awe. Captain reviews mission objectives silently. Observation and reporting paramount, engagement forbidden, yet anxiety rises. Sonar operator marks each echo meticulously. Length, speed, depth, all logged under strict operational standards. Crew senses presence. Subtle, intangible, watching from beneath, tension vibrating through disciplined silence. Periscope captures fleeting ripple patterns. Elongated shadows pass beneath, impossible to measure directly. Engineer notes temperature fluctuation in ballast water. Inconsistent with ambient currents, minor yet recorded. Hydrophone captures low pulsing vibrations. Sound resonates through hull, rhythmic, impossible to dismiss. Crew rotates silently, observing each instrument. Blips, echoes, and vibrations log the unknown, track patiently. Shadow disappears abruptly. Sonar confirms absence, yet ripples persist. Crew glances, knowingly, tension heightened. Navigator overlays all anomalies. Lines intersect across charts, unexplainable, plotted with disciplined precision. Subtle creaking of hull echoes through corridors. Synchronized with distant blip, crew pauses, briefly waiting. Final sweep of periscope and sonar. Nothing visible above water, echoes beneath remain recorded for further analysis. Sonar blip surges, abruptly elongated beyond sublength. Crew freezes pulses, quicken tension, ripples silently through cabin. Junior operator checks instruments repeatedly. Blip vanishes, then reappears, erratic. Unexplainable discipline, strained under uncertainty. Periscope sweep reveals water turbulence. Subtle unnatural waves ripple along hull, no wind, no visible cause. Engineer notes minor power fluctuations. Console hums, differently lights, flicker briefly. Crew watches, cautiously. Captain moves corridor quietly. Eyes scanning console, signaling crew to maintain strict observation, nerves taut. Deck vibration intensifies subtly. Hull creaks rhythmically synchronized with sonar blip, anxiety spreading silently. Blip splits into twin echoes. Length surpasses sub-dimensions, speed irregular, hydrophone picks low-frequency pulses. Crew rotates silently, adjusting sensors, gestures precise, acknowledging anomaly, tension taut beneath calm exterior. Periscope glimpses elongated shadow, moving swiftly below, vanishing as moonlight strikes, leaving only ripples. Sonar operator tweaks sensitivity, readings spike unpredictably, then normalize, anomaly persists, unease mounting. Faint phosphorescent glow flickers beneath starboard. Irregular, impossible to predict, unease spreads through crew. Engineer inspects ballast tanks, confirms integrity. Vibrations continue, hull sensors record abnormal oscillations. Crew logs every observation meticulously. Emerging pattern, no explanation. Silent anxiety, palpable. Junior sailor sketches shadow outlines. Elongated, sinuous annotations, precise hands shaking slightly under calm facade. Captain reviews mission parameters silently. Observation paramount, yet unknown approaches, alertness sharpened. Sonar blips appear and vanish repeatedly. Rhythmic, deliberate, crew senses presence, nerves restrained under discipline. Periscope detects surface ripples. Velocity size anomalies inconsistent with natural waves, notes logged carefully. Engineer notes subtle electrical interference. Consoles flicker, instruments auto-recalibrate, unease persists. Blip tracks starboard side, length exceeding expectations synchronized with faint low hum beneath hull. Crew tightens, posture movements precise. Fleeting glances exchange silent acknowledgement of growing threat. Hydrophone captures rhythmic pulses. Vibrations resonate through hull, synchronized yet irregular, crew listens intently. Periscope reveals the elongated shadow. Flickers in and out, never fully visible, tension held taut by disciplined eyes. Deck vibration coincides with sonar pulses. Subtle, controlled, unnerving, crew notes timing for analysis and report. Junior operator logs anomalies. Depth, length, speed, amplitude, meticulous record keeping. Apprehension restrained. Captain signals silent halt. Crew freezes instruments, active, eyes fixed awaiting further developments. Silence heavy. Engineer notes hull creaks, intensify. Rhythmic synchronize with distant blips. Sensors show normal parameters. Shadow passes beneath periscope field. Sinuous form, massive length, glimpse briefly before vanishing into darkness. Crew rotates, watches quietly. Monitoring sonar, hydrophone, periscope, nerves, taught professionalism maintained. Blip splits and merges unpredictably. Sonar logs meticulous patterns, still unidentifiable, tension rising steadily. Phosphorescent trail appears briefly fading. Eerie glow, impossible to measure, every detail logged cautiously. Subtle hull sway noted. Vibration sensors, normal yet physical sensation, undeniable, crew exchanges, wary glances. Captain walks narrow corridor, scanning crew, observing discipline, ensuring composure under mounting stress. Sonar operator traces anomalies continuously, plotting trajectories, movement unpredictable, intelligence unknown. Crew senses watching presence, intangible below and around, anxiety restrained beneath strict protocol. Periscope captures fleeting silhouettes. Shadows ripple and vanish, elongated forms, tension maintained without panic. Engineer notes minor electrical surges. Instruments flicker briefly. Readings continue, anomaly log meticulously. Sonar echoes irregular, sometimes doubling. Movement inconsistent, velocity varying, length still exceeding hull. Crew adjusts ballast quietly, maintaining depth, compensating for subtle vibrations, movements coordinated efficiently. Shadow passes port side, elongated, disappears beneath bow, faint water disturbance remains, crew remains alert. Hydrophone captures low-frequency hums, rhythmic, deliberate, echoing through hull, discipline restrained but nerves taut. Captain checks logbook annotations. Previous patrols noted minor anomalies, now amplified, tension palpable aboard sub. Crew exchanges fleeting glances. Hands tightening on railings, posture disciplined, internal alarm suppressed carefully. Periscope reveals sudden turbulence. Water moves unnaturally, shadow disappears, only ripples remain behind. Subtle vibration coincides with blip. Synchronized rhythmic minor yet undeniable crew continues logging all meticulously. Final sweep of sonar hydrophone periscope. Nothing fully visible. Anomalies persist. Crew mentally prepares for escalation. Hull shudders violently, elongated shadow breaches sonar range. Crew frozen tension rising, heartbeat loud in silent cabin. Periscope reveals massive ripples. Water churns unnaturally, shadow moving alongside hull, impossible to measure precisely. Sonar blips multiply erratically. Length surpassing hull speed fluctuates. Crew grips consoles tightly, silent alarm. Deck vibrates harshly. Crew braces instinctively, fingers tight on railings, suppress gasps under practiced composure. Engineer inspects ballast. Oscillations continue, sensors normal, yet unexplainable stress persists across hull. Captain pauses at chart table. Eyes scan instruments, anomaly magnitude. Clear silence weighted with anticipation. Junior operator traces blips, synchronized with hull vibrations. Movement deliberate, fear restrained beneath protocol. Phosphorescent glow intensifies beneath starboard. Undulating rhythmical crew records flickers meticulously. Shadow surfaces briefly. Massive elongated water displaced violently, crew rigid, observing silently. Electrical interference spikes. Lights flicker, consoles hum. Oddly, crew logs, anomalies, cautiously tension thick. Crew exchanges rapid glances. Unspoken recognition of unprecedented event movements, minimal discipline intact. Sonar echoes clash. Multiple blips merge and split, length impossible, speed, unpredictable unease deepens. Periscope shows sinuous form. Massive length tail disappears into darkness. Water ripples lap against hull. Deck vibration coincides with blips. Rhythmic, almost deliberate, frozen, silent observation maintained. Engineer notes creaking intensify. Hull resonance stronger than normal sensors, unchanged anxiety rising. Captain signals silent halt. Crew freezes instantly, instruments active, eyes locked, awaiting next anomaly. Hydrophone captures low hums. Rhythmic pulses resonate through hull, intelligence of movement suspected below. Shadow glides along port side. Elongated rapid disappears beneath bow, water churned valiantly, tension taut. Crew adjusts ballast subtly, maintaining depth, compensating for vibrations, coordinated precise silent motions. Sonar blips double suddenly. Movement erratic, impossible dimensions, a crew maintains rigid vigilance. Periscope glimpses massive tail, vanishes before measurement, faint ripples remain, crew posture stiffened. Engineer monitors hull integrity. No critical stress, yet vibrations persist, logs updated meticulously. Junior sailor traces blips rapidly, plotting trajectory, speed depth anomalies beyond comprehension recorded. Captain reviews logbook annotations. Prior patrols, minor current readings, extreme internal tension restrained. Crew hand signals silently. Each member confirming anomalies, observing discipline under mounting dread. Shadow passes starboard bow. Undulating water displaced violently, crew braces, instinctively silent awareness. Hydrophone hums deepen. Low frequency rhythmic synchronized with ripples. Nerves taut, alertness heightened. Periscope reveals sudden turbulence. Elongated form partially visible, vanishes instantly, crew holds positions. Deck vibration intensifies sharply. Synchronized with sonar blips. Hull creaks audibly. Subtle panic suppressed. Engineer notes intermittent electrical surges. Consoles flicker, instruments continue, anomaly persists undiminished. Crew rotates, watches silently. Eyes scanning sonar hydrophone periscope, tension controlled, yet palpable. Shadow lingers beneath hull briefly. Ripples disturb surface, elongated massive crew observes silently, posture rigid. Sonar detects twin elongated echoes. Movement rapid, inconsistent, impossible to anticipate, crew holds steady. Captain pauses, observing crew. Composure maintained, internal fear restrained, professionalism intact. Phosphorescent and glow flares suddenly. Beneath port side, sinuous massive, every flicker recorded diligently. Subtle vibration coincides with blips. Rhythmic deliberate. Hull resonates unnaturally, crew braces collectively. Periscope captures fleeting silhouettes. Massive shadow passes, stern ripples, lapping hull tension extreme. Crew logs anomalies meticulously. Depth, speed, length, frequency, all recorded, each detail accounted for precisely. Engineer monitors structural sensors. Hull stress, normal vibrations persist, unease spreads quietly among crew. Final sweep of sonar hydrophone periscope. Massive shadow disappears beneath hull, crew remains tense ready. Dawn light filters through cabin, crew weary. Instruments checked, hull stable, tension lingering from chaos of previous night. Engineer inspects ballast and hull. Minor tremors persist, systems normal, yet unease grips every crew member silently. Captain reviews logbooks, anomalies tallied. Events of night recorded meticulously, gravity of situation weighing silently. Sonar operator replays blips. Irregular patterns remain, crew fatigue, visible vigilance maintained despite exhaustion. Junior sailor wipes condensation from periscope. Fingers trembling slightly, composure maintained, eyes alert. Deck vibrations noted subtly. Irregular reminding crew of unseen presence. Silent apprehension fills narrow corridors. Faint phosphorescent streaks recorded. Fleeting, inexplicable, logged with care, tension, underlying routine operations. Crew adjusts ballast quietly, maintaining depth, compensating for hull sway movements, precise, disciplined. Engineer monitors electrical systems. Minor flickers persist, instruments functional, yet crew senses residual anomaly. Captain signals a silent check. Crew scans consoles, updates, logs, tension, palpable silence weighted and controlled. Periscope reveals calm waters. Ripples from night remain, shadow gone, yet unseen presence felt through hull. Hydrophone picks faint hums. Low-frequency vibrations resonate, nerves taut, crew listening intently, disciplined. Deck creaks irregularly. Synchronized with residual anomalies, subtle yet unsettling attention maintained. Crew rotates, watches silently. Vigilance, sustained fatigue, visible posture, rigid alertness, constant. Engineer inspects torpedo tubes. Systems, normal seals, intact hull. Tremors, logged, attention to detail, unwavering. Captain reviews mission objectives. Observation, prioritize engagement, forbidden tension, balance with protocol. Junior operator logs observations. Anomalies summarized meticulously, depth, length, duration, all carefully noted. Crew exchanges, fleeting glances. Exhaustion evident, posture tense, yet composure maintained under strict discipline. Sonar operator replays last echo. Inconsistent length, impossible, crew records, meticulously anticipating next event. Phosphorescent glow glimpsed briefly, vanishes instantly. Eerie crew notes, silently acknowledging strange phenomena. Engineer notes minor hull sway. Subtle irregular vibrations persist. Crew maintains watchful posture silently. Captain inspects deck quietly. Crew disciplined, eyes scanning instruments, readiness sustained under fatigue. Hydrophone captures low-frequency pulses. Rhythmic, irregular, crew attentive, tension, restrained but palpable. Deck vibrations fade slowly. Tension remains, crew adjusts. Ballast, subtly moves, coordinated, silent efficiency. Crew logs, all anomalies. Blips, hums, ripples, visual phenomena, meticulously recorded, every detail accounted. Engineer monitors electrical systems. Minor flickers continue, instruments, functional unease, underlying discipline. Captain pauses, reviewing charts. Anomalies, plotted patterns, unexplained gravity of night events internalized silently. Junior sailor tightens console screws. Subtle gesture of readiness, tension, palpable fatigue, shadowing motions. Sonar operator reviews sequences. Echo length, speed pattern verified, crew maintaining disciplined observation. Final sweep of instruments. Hull stable, anomalies persist in logs, crew exhausted, yet vigilant, anticipation unresolved. Dawn light filters through cabin. Crew exhausted, instruments stable, yet memories of shadowed depths linger silently. Captain reviews blacked out log entries. Anomalies, recorded details, obscured truth, partially hidden, tension unresolved. Sonar operator replays echoes. Patterns remain, unexplained measurements, verified, questions multiply quietly. Phosphorescent streaks noted in final logs. Fleeting, inexplicable, crew uncertain, documentation preserved meticulously. Engineer inspects electrical systems. All functional anomalies persist in records, unanswered. Silent unease grips crew. Crew exchanges glances. Fatigue etched into faces, eyes haunted. Silence heavy with unspoken dread. Posture rigid. Captain annotates charts. Intersecting anomalies map logic fails to explain observed lengths reality questioned. Hydrophone captures residual hums. Low frequency, irregular, persistent crew notes, but cannot interpret unease remains. Deck vibrations noted inconsistently. Subtle yet persistent anomalies logged uncertainty dominating cabin atmosphere. Junior sailor sketches last blip. Elongated shape noted impossible dimensions, hands steady beneath internal tension. Logs updated meticulously. Sonar periscope hydrophone anomalies catalog questions remain answers absent. Crew rotates silently. Posture disciplined minds, restless memories of shadowed figure, lingering tension sustained. Captain reviews all previous observations. Comparisons drawn, inconsistencies noted, clarity elusive, concern deepens. Engineer monitors hull subtly. Minor oscillations persist, no faults found, unease, underlying routine vigilance. Periscope sweeps calm surface. Ripples remain from past encounters, shadows absent presence, felt only in memory. Crew notes minor mechanical glitches. Instruments functional, yet shadows of previous anomalies haunt actions. Sonar echoes replayed carefully. Length, speeds, patterns, verified, no rational explanation. Mystery unresolved. Phosphorescent traces fade into logs. Fleeting, unmeasured, impossible to recover. Crew acknowledges unknown events. Deck creaks echo faintly. Synchronized with residual hums, subtle reminders of unexplained events linger quietly. Captain signals silent review. Crew checks instruments, logs, charts, awareness. Heightened anticipation, restrained. Hydrophone hums persist intermittently. Rhythmic yet irregular, crew attentive, documenting anomalies meticulously. Junior operator compares sketches. Blips, shadows, ripples, dimensions inconsistent with known life questions remain. Crew exchanges brief glances. Tension quiet, internal unease palpable. Discipline, maintained thoughts racing silently. Engineer notes minor irregularities in ballast. Vibrations unexplained, logged internal debate on causality, silent. Periscope captures distant ripple. Subtle movement, shadow absent, memories of previous sighting vivid in minds. Captain reviews final mission objectives. Observation completed, anomalies recorded, answers, absent unease persists. Crew logs, final residual blips. Anomalies cataloged, consistent yet inexplicable documentation, thorough questions remain. Deck vibration fades gradually. Subtle echoes remain in mind, crew aware. Mental fatigue, evident tension lingers. Instruments powered down systematically. Logs secured, crew reflective memories of shadowed form imprinted quietly. Final entry written, shadow banished data. A preserved questions unanswered. Haunting anticipation endures silently.